Hi, this video is for students who have registered for CAT24 and are looking at how to prepare the remaining days. So you have more than 2 months left. You can still prepare for CAT. Okay, so this will give you a broad framework in terms of what you need to do in the remaining days in terms of preparation. Also, those who already prepared can take some inputs from this particular video that will help in your preparation. So listen to the video, see what is relevant to you, and you can take it. Okay, for those who are looking at CAT, who not very sure what the CAT all is, the first step is to understand the syllabus. Know what are different type of areas that are asked. Like example, there is mathematics, there is DILR, there is verbal. How many questions that come in each area? Also find out type of question. Like this, out of 24, 16 questions reading comprehension. In DILR, there are 4 sets of 4 questions each. In again verbal, there is normally passages with 4 or 5 questions that are there. Know the type of questions or how the questions are framed. Know how the questions are in terms of, okay, there is a 40-minute section per 40 minutes time limit per section. So at least before writing the first mock, you have a fair idea as to what the paper pattern is, and then write a mock. Preferably maybe a past CAT from the CAT21 or a CAT22 paper. When you're writing a mock, ensure that you don't fall in a trap of taking too many attempts. So what happen, they write too many questions and then their marks goes negative. They can't even analyze their performance properly. Even if you know 1 question or 2 question attempt, only that much. Don't fall in a trap of trying to attempt too many questions. Go in your own pace. Try to focus on picking up easy questions and leaving out tough questions. That's what's more important. Read a question, find a question tough, leave it. Find a question easy, solve it. That's how you need to do. I'll give you a link of past papers where you can solve. You can go to this link and solve the past paper. Analyze the mock to further understand. Now you know the paper pattern, but further analyze. The mock analysis is important. If you write a 2-hour paper, you should normally analyze it for around 5 to 6 hours to completely understand the paper, because you will solve the question that you have not solved, find out why the mistakes happen, see how to correct it. All that is very important to analyze. Once you finish the first step, the second step would be identify a few topics that you feel you should focus on. Based on what is the weightage and your comfort level. For example, PNC doesn't have too much weightage in the exam, so you may not solve PNC, that is permutation combination. But maybe you would want to do arithmetic like algebra, work, times per distance. They have a good weightage in the exam, so you can focus on these topics while preparing as such. So know the weightage of different topics and focus on a few topics in first. Okay. Then make a study plan. Making a study plan basically will include at least 1 to 2 hours of reading. Reading is the most important part of your preparation. Read from diverse topics. You will have this reading list from Dsouza. You can Google and find out. It's called reading list from Dsouza. So there you will get articles from topics which you are comfortable or which are relevant with regards to that. Also, you can read editorials of newspapers, any novels that you want, read. Okay, there are good reading list books which are there, you can pick up and read. 1 puzzle a day. Puzzles make you think. Solving Sudoku, Minesweeper helps you in terms of thinking ability. Solve 1 puzzle a day. 2 to 4 sets of DILR depending on time that you are available. Ideally, you should study for around 3 to 8 hours. If you have a time, spend 8 hours. If you don't have a time, at least spend 3 hours. If you have a time, you can solve 4 to 5 DILR sets every day, because that will help. Because DILR, what happens, improves with practice. The more you practice, the more you become familiar with the question, the better it becomes. Initially, you may find it tough, but as and when you solve more and more sets, you become more comfortable with it. And 10 to 25 questions of quant. Again, how much time is available. So don't focus on quantity, but focus on understanding the question. Each question will take time. This could be topic wise or mixed questions. I'll come to details in the next slides. So in the next quant, first 4 weeks focus on topics. I take profit and loss, so I'll pick up questions on profit and loss and keep practicing. That is topic wise practice, focus. So if you're comfortable with the topics you've taken, take more topics. If you feel maths is a strong area, you can take more topics and practice. In the initial 4 weeks, focus on topics, but after that, focus on mixed topics. Pick up questions from mixed, like you can pick up from section tests or you can pick up from mocks, mixed questions or the past CAT papers, and try to identify easy questions and try to solve. One of the most important part of preparation is to be able to identify easy questions. So, because in the exam there will be some easy questions, there will be difficult questions. You should be able to leave difficult questions and solve easy questions. That's important. As far as DILR concerns, you can solve it from past papers or you can solve it from different mocks again. Don't maybe go for books, because books will have more of fundamentals, but what you want is how they ask in the CAT examination. Since you don't have time, you can directly rush to the CAT. Initially, you may find it difficult, but the more you practice, the more you become comfortable, it will help you more. Okay, don't spend more than half an hour. One mistake that common people do is they take a set and they spend a lot of time on it, thinking that it will help the thinking process. No, you should learn to leave the sets as well. Half an hour max, not getting it, then look at the solution and go ahead. So that's what you should do. And focus when you're solving DLR is to create formats, the correct format for different data sets. I mean, the key in cracking the DLR sets is how can you do proper formats for different type of questions and then solve. Also, identify the difficult level of the sets. I mean, whether the sets are easy, medium, tough, you should know. Because if you end up picking up a difficult set, you may waste a lot of time on it, not advisable. So, learn to identify difficulty level of paper. Verbal, spend more time on reading. Reading is the most important part. First of all, 16 questions of RC is the most highest weightage in the exam. So automatically reading becomes important. It also helps you in DLR and con, because to understand the language of DLR sets and con questions, you need to be good at reading. You can also spend around half an hour to 1 hour on different verbal exercises every day. Pick up parajumbles, pick up other areas and solve, practice. So that's what you can do as far as verbal is concerned, right? Try to write 1 mock a week for the initial 3 weeks so that you know the paper pattern, but the focus has to be preparing, topic wise, etc. in the first few weeks. Later, you can increase the frequency to 2 mocks a week. Ensure that you spend enough time in analyzing the mock. Writing mocks is not important. What is important is you analyze the mock further. So, a 2-hour mock may take you around 5 to 6 hours to analyze. Spend that time to analyze so that you know how to improve. Right? I hope this helps. We'll come up with more videos that will help you with regards to your preparation. If you're interested, do subscribe to the channel. Thank you.